Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Defense and kickers, week 7. We are here. SleezBall, welcome to my YouTube channel. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you scroll down below, smash that like, smash that subscribe, help me out. I'm trying to bring you the best fantasy football content to help you win your matchups weekly. So for here on this one, it's going to be a different look than my other videos. So this one's going to be top 5 ballers and streamers, bottom 5 ballers and streamers. So on the top, I'll do the top 5 kickers in the baller row, and then I'll give you streamers that are on the wire in most of my 12-man competitive leagues. Could be there in 10-man too, just depends. Kickers, it's not usually the same as like waiver wire, running backs, wide receiver, stuff like that. So let's dive into it here. It's just all packaged together. So starting off, coming off 18 points last week, Justin Tucker flying for the Ravens as the kicker. Gets Detroit in the matchup. Should be a high shootout matchup. You know, always a top 5 kicker every time Justin Tucker's out there. Hasn't really had the field goal attempts like seasons before, but I feel like the Ravens are starting to click a little bit, and I like him as kicker number 1 this week. Then in number 2, got to go with Harrison Butker. Another big game for him in Denver. Anytime you have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, your kicker is pretty much always going to be in the top 5. The fact that they didn't score, they're not scoring as much in this season, it feels like, so it's a lot more kicks. So his value is, I think, more than it has been ever. But I like him at kicker number 2 this week. At number 3, we're going to the Bills again. I put him up here last week. Tyler Bass, same thing. Any of these top quarterbacks, you're looking at Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen, right? Top quarterbacks always produce top kickers for me. Tyler Bass will be my number 3 this week. Number 4, missed the game winner, man, and missed a 50-yarder in the game. Jake Moody had a rough outing. He is a rookie. He will be fine. It's only one loss. Don't overthink it if you're a Niner fan like I am. It did sting, but the opportunities are always going to be there. You get Minnesota on Monday night. No Justin Jefferson. Should be massive kicking opportunities for Moody again. It's just one bad week. You can't let that get in your head. Number 5, he's back. Daniel Carlson. The Raiders are going to get the Steelers. This is going to be a grunge match game. This is going to be where Daniel Carlson comes through. He's going to be on my baller list this week as my number 5 kicker. Now, wire time here. So most of these kickers, when I look at my 12-man leagues that are all super competitive leagues, and I'm a 14-man league also, these are kickers that are available on the wire for me. So you're not going to see like a Jake Elliott down here, right? Or a Jason Sanders. These guys are not going to be on the wire. These are too high-powered offense. They're not going to be there. My number 1 waiver kicker streamer is going to be Jason Myers versus the Cardinals. The Cardinals give up points like it's going out of style. In Seattle, too, this should be a high-volume game for Jason Myers to get a couple kicks in here. Number 2, Riley Patterson, sticking with the good offense momentum. Detroit Lions, going to be playing the Ravens. Will be a tougher time in the red zone for them. I feel like could be more field goal attempts for Riley Patterson in this game. He's on 3 out of my 5 wires, so he's not always on the wire if you're in a competitive, but he is there in a couple of mine, so I put him on here. At number 8, this is going to be dirty right here. Graham Gano. He honestly might be like one of my favorite kickers to start this week. Washington is number 1 at giving up field goal attempts on the year. This game is going to be ugly. Both teams are not great. It's going to be a grunge fest, like field goal attempt. I feel like all the way. It looks like if Daniel Jones plays, it's going to help him even more. I like Graham Gano, especially like DFS a ton this week. Number 4, this guy just kicks field goals nonstop. Matt Gay. They got out of the last game script was bad, so they got really behind last week in week 6. He did come out and hit a 50-yarder right at half, so he had 8 points at half, and it became a struggle. But I mean, this is going to be a great position for him this week. I mean, even though they get Cleveland's defense is so good, you're not going to look at the Niners, man. The Niners struggled, even though they were missing CMC and Debo, they still didn't get in the end zone. So this is a great opportunity for Matt Gay to have 3 to 4 field goal attempts as well in this game. Number 5, Anders Carlson, the other brother right below him. So Green Bay gets Denver, man. That's all you need to know right there. They get Denver. This could be a great kicker play, especially with we don't know what's going on with Aaron Jones. They signed James Robinson out of nowhere. That would hurt them. Red zone, A.J. Dillon may punch, bulk the carries down low as a big guy, but it's not the same. The field goal attempts will be there for Anders Carlson. I think he's a 10-plus play this week. I like him as my streamer number 5. Now, into the top 5 defenses of the week. You're going to trip out. My number 1 defense on the week is the Raiders. They get the Chicago Bears, and there's no Justin Fields. This is going to be a field day for Max Crosby. The Bears' offensive line is atrocious. I mean, this could be. I may even put them at a bold prediction of like 15 plus points for the Raiders this week. Number 2, the Justin Jefferson-less Vikings are at home Monday Night Football against the 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to absolutely smash them coming off a loss. They're pissed, and Kirk Cousins is in trouble. He's going to primetime Kirk is going to have a primetime Kirk game. Niners are going to feast, and I like them as number 2 overall this week. Number 3, they didn't do it, man, against the Giants, so I dropped them down. I was going to put the Bills higher playing the Patriots. The Patriots are probably the worst team in football, man. This team is bad to watch. It's terrible all the way around. I'm glad Ramondre found the end zone, but it doesn't look good either way. Give me the Bills versus the Pats at New England this week. I like them a lot. Number 4, they just smashed the Niners. Now they get the Colts. No Anthony Richardson, although, like I've said before, I do think Gardner Minshew helps them passing-wise. He threw 3 picks last week, though. Now you get the Cleveland Browns going to be coming at you like madhouse. I mean, this is going to be rough for Gardner Minshew. If you've seen Gardner Minshew's projections this week, it's terrible. He's projected 8 points in Yahoo right now. It's not going to be good. So Cleveland Browns is an absolute smash play this week. Number 5 on the week, I'm going to go to that game I was talking about, Washington versus New York Giants. Especially if Daniel Jones isn't out there. This could be even worse for them. Tyrod Taylor did all right against Buffalo. It was nothing special. I mean, they didn't even score a touchdown. Or they might have scored a touchdown late. I didn't really watch the end of the game. It was so boring. But you have Montez Sweat. You have Chase Young. The defensive line is massively good. Their secondary is really weak, though. That's the problem. So if they can get the pressure on them, then that helps the secondary. That will help them this game. I don't think the Giants can hold them that well. So I like Washington as my number 5 overall this week. Heading down to the streamers here. So these, again, are mostly on the wires in my leagues that I'm in that I look at. This isn't like a 10-man once again. And then starting off with number 1, it's any team that plays Denver, man. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos look absolutely terrible. The Packers are coming off a bye. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be healthier. And I think they're going to eat them alive. I like the Green Bay Packers at number 6 this week. Number 7, they just had a big game versus the Raiders. Over 10 plus points for the LA Rams defense. Donald was getting after it. The D-line was getting after it. You're going to get Pittsburgh now. Pittsburgh offense has been really, really bad. I know they're getting healthy. They get Freiermuth. They get Deontay Johnson back. Their offensive line is still bad. Their running game is still bad. It's honestly like the Broncos. Any team that plays the Steelers, you have a chance at streaming against them. That's how it's been going. Number 8, it is going to be Thursday night, just because I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a tough time with that injury being a quick return here. I normally wouldn't want to play a defense against the Jags. ETN looks explosive. They have a lot of weapons. They have Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram. Tank Bigsby second. He doesn't really do much, but he's out there sometimes. I like this defense a lot, especially at home on a short week with his injury. I think this could be a smash Saints play this week. I have him at number 8. Number 4, streaming defense on the week, Tampa Bay. They're going to get Desmond Ridder, man. If you get Desmond Ridder, you're going against him. You have a chance for 10 plus points every week. A possible pick 6, possible fumble to the house. I know the numbers for the Falcons are going up in the pass game, but still, it's really hard to watch him. I mean, he threw the game away so bad last week. It was terrible to watch. But give me the Bucks at number 9. And heading into number 10 here. Seahawks 12th man, get lit. Their defense hasn't been good really all year, and that's official. But now you're getting the Arizona Cardinals at home. You're going to get Josh Dobbs in the panic mode, and this could be a nice play as a streamer play here with Seattle. I like them a lot this week. So the teams down here, like the Jags, Colts, Patriots, Steelers, Cowboys are on a bye. I don't like the Bengals. I don't like the Bengals are on a bye. I don't like the Ravens versus Detroit. I don't like the Chiefs versus the Chargers. Texans are on a bye. All these kickers are mostly on a bye. Chargers, I don't like versus the Chiefs. Patriots, I don't like at all. Steelers, Broncos, I don't like. Colts, Jags, Jets, Dolphins. Eagles play the Dolphins. You don't like the Eagles at all. So that is it for my kicker and defensive ranking and streamers, guys. If you like the content, as always, scroll down below, like and subscribe. I'm going to redo my running back video real quick because I messed it up. It's going to be super short. I'm super tired. But as always, guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, drop it in there. I'll answer as fast as I can. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.